Well, it's just before midnight Eastern Standard Time, which is quite late for me, but this is Iron Bill back with another video. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're staying safe in these very, very strange times we're living in. What I'm currently trying to do, and tonight's video is all about, is I'm trying to upgrade my weak synthesizer so that I can finally open the Reckoning. And yeah, I'm since the beta day D1 player. So this is my 6th year of Destiny. But I never played Season of the Drifter. I just didn't like Gambit enough to be involved, and I took a hiatus at that point in time. And up until the point I joined this clan, I had no intention of ever playing Reckoning. I didn't care what was in it, but I do want to be a useful member of the clan, and when people ask to do that and they need another person to help out, I want to be able to do it. So over the last couple of days, I've been taking the time to open it up. And I got stuck on this part, and of all the quests that I've done, this one just didn't make a lot of sense to me. And when I would do a search, I kept searching for the wrong thing. And how do you open the Reckoning? How do you open the Reckoning? And what you should be asking is, how do I upgrade the weak synthesizer? Because that's the key to it all. Excuse me. So, I had to play a lot of Gambit. And the problem with Gambit for me, other than the fact that I don't really care for it, is that the connections on it have been extremely unstable. And I spent the better part of the evening doing what should have taken maybe an hour to do. And that was, I was doing one of the weekly quests to upgrade, to purchase so that I could get the weak synthesizer upgrade to a middling. And yeah, anyway, so here's a match where I finally had enough stability that I was able to actually bank some serious motes. And you'll see that I indeed am able to get blocks of 15, which I ordinarily don't pull off. The invader on the other side was not very strong, didn't have the right weaponry to really just one-hit kill, and anyway, it worked out. And for those of you who are new light players or didn't bother to do Reckoning like me, or are working on malfeasance or what have you, the trick to it is just to keep playing, because eventually you'll get into a lobby, even if you solo queue like I was doing, where things will work out for you. It's just a matter of time. So other than the frustration of having to deal with the very poor connects, it really wasn't bad playing tonight. I didn't win a lot, but you really don't when you solo queue, especially if you're trying to do a particular thing. And in my case, I simply needed to bank motes. I needed to send blockers. So I needed to do it in at least blocks of 5, 10, or 15. Now, I didn't want to lose motes or anything like that, and you'll see that, like, for instance, in that case, when the invader was coming after me, it was time to bug out because I wasn't going to challenge him while carrying 15 motes, which I've got right now. So in go 15. And you know that if you're carrying 15 and an invader comes in, they're going to come straight for you. But fortunately, this map is spread out enough that I was able to just kind of lead him on a chase around the map, and he was so honed in on me that my teammate was able to take him down. Which helps my teammate, because likely as not, he's working on something that will require invader kills, and I mean the odds are, and malfeasance quest being one of them. Quite possibly. So I tried to prioritize the very beneficial targets. Also, I got lucky on this match, and it doesn't always happen. I'm running a sword, and by the way, if you're just trying to get kills, by the way, I have 15 again, maxed out. If you're trying to just knock stuff down quickly, swords are 100% the way to go. So they're set 2 bricks. And now I'm at a ton of sword ammo, and so I'm going to use it. I see the situation where our vault is being attacked, and I think, well, let's just knock that guy out of there, because they'll start piling them up pretty soon if you ignore them, and then it's going to be a real issue. It'll start draining our vault. It'll just be harder to deal with, rather than having just an individual that you knock down very quickly. So I like to save sword ammo for the boss, because swords are very effective against Gambit Prime bosses. But check this out. I need to stack up 15 motes here as quickly as I can before we get an invader. And I'm currently setting at 10. Not 12, 13. Looking good. I just need a couple more motes. There's one more mote. And I don't realize after I get this one that I've got 15. I don't, at least not right away. But then when I can't pick that one up, I look and I notice that it's 15. And so, over to the bank. Now, we had a guy on our team that was very effective at invading. And though we were winning, what he was doing is he was keeping them under the threshold where they could invade. You notice they're at 43. They've already had one invasion. They can't invade again until they get 50. And it's just good heads-up play on his part to be certain that, yeah, there's just no way that they can invade right away. So we knock that down. They've got 65. They can invade. But they'll, if they're smart, they'll wait for us to have a stockpile ready to go. But here he comes. And I decide to go ahead and knock this guy down. He can't really hurt me even if he kills me because I don't have any motes. And I'm just going to sit right here. And if he's foolish enough to come in, he's going to get sorted. And you can peek this way. Now, he can see me crouching there, so he probably wouldn't come in after me. And I didn't have any motes anyway. Teammate got him. You see the other team is making progress, though. And so we can't let off the gas. We were way ahead before. And this game mode is very much like Crucible in that there's a catch-up mechanic to it. And, you know, you can never count people out entirely because I lost, or my team lost, my pickup team lost a match today where we were dominating the first part. And then my teammates just scattered and began to do just miscellaneous stuff, but it certainly wasn't play the mode. And it almost felt like they were trying to throw the match, and they were just stalling or delaying. You just never know, and I guess that's the point. So when you can bank, you do bank, and I didn't get there with my fourth load, but you know I had 3 loads of 15. I can't complain. I mean, I've had matches where I've tossed in more, but you know, 3 large blockers in a match, that's probably pretty good in Gambit Prime. So here we go. And I'm just working on the smaller ads at first so that it knocks down their ability to regenerate or protect their wizards. And you notice I get the connection warning. Oh, I cannot even begin to tell you. I was going to make a whole video of me just getting tossed out and being put into ghost games where I'm the only living soul there, like I'm in another dimension. Decided not to because I think we're all living through it and it would have been more irritating than anything. But okay, so I'm going to go straight at this guy with a sword. I've got the buff. We're really pretty far off. I mean, it's kind of silly to put us that far back there like that, but you don't get to pick. Now I realize that if I don't get out of there, I'm going to die, and that's not going to help anything. And we also have an invader. At low health, I was 1 shot away from dying, and I'm not about to let him heal our primeval that easily. Although, my teammate was a bit more generous than myself. You know, if you don't actively go look for the person, then at least hide. But if you're gonna just sit in the well, I mean, if I'm invading, that's where I go. I'm going straight at that well. I got to stop you from taking your primeval down. Now notice that they're beginning to take the lead. All our health is restored on our primeval. And that's the thing I'm talking about there. If you're not smart about the way you play, I mean, holding status quo would have been better than giving up kills. You can also pace out that last wizard, or witch, or whatever you want to call her, and not kill her until they've invaded again. But a smart team won't invade. Well, they don't know. You just let them invade, and then you kill that last one. Alright, so the sword is going to do big damage here. We have an invader that goes in here in just a second, because he can see what's going on, and he is good. I didn't try to fight him over that. You know, in those situations, like if I'm near the portal like that, and we get an invader, I figure, hey, listen, you know, I'm going to give them 1 less kill. I'm going to go in after their guys and scatter them. But our guy was good. I didn't have to worry about doing that. I'm not the best invader, but I'm not bad. And if there's a guy doing a great job like our guy was, let him have it. And he really did keep us in the game. So, I'm leading this guy on a merry chase, or at least I'm trying to track him down. Trying not to expose myself too much. I can't see where the fire is coming from. He's gone. So, go to work on our envoys again. And this person just kept dancing right in front of me. I know he was trying to keep moving to keep from being shot, but it's not very helpful. Alright, so I'm going to take this envoy down. Now, I don't play Void very often, but since I was Void and I was kind of heads up about this, I figured if I could put down a well and weapons of light on the back side of this, and these guys are heads up enough, I'll go into the sword with weapons of light empowerment and just hope it lasts long enough. Now, we're going to get an invader right then, but it was all or nothing at that point, and it turned out to be the thing to do. Now, I didn't finish the weekly with this one, but I made huge progress. 3 large sentries, that was big points. And with that, I'm going to close this off. This is Iron Bill signing out.
Downright mean. I knew I liked you. Come back and let's count your share.